Alrighty, what is going on, Fixed Point crew? So good to have all of you with us this amazing Saturday morning. I would love to see where you're watching from this morning. So good to have so many people in the chat with us today. Again, so happy, so excited that you guys are here online with us live today. As you know, on Saturdays, we do our live stream videos where we get deep into learning how to sell products on Etsy. And just not products on Etsy, but in the future, we're going to be discussing how to really make money online. There's so many things you can do, so many things that can be done passively, which was our live stream course last week where we learned how to make passive income on Etsy. And there's also multiple different ways you can start making passive income online. And so yes, on this channel, we are talking about Etsy, but our future time will be discussing different ways for you to create and sell your own digital products. But I do want to give some time to the chat this morning, because if you're here with me now, I want to say thank you so much. So I do want to say good morning to Grow Green Homestead. We have so many friends with us today. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is with us today. The Stanford Exchange is with us this morning. Queen K is in the house today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Danisha is with us today. And Kamesha, I hope I'm saying your name right. She's with us today as well. So happy to see all of you online with us today. And if you haven't checked out the content that we're talking about today, it's going back over the basics, right? It's going back over the basics of how to actually create and sell things on Etsy. So if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you here. My name is Jay, and on this channel, I do everything from how-to videos and step-by-step guides, teaching you exactly how to create and sell your own digital products online. And lately, we have been spending most of our time talking about how to create and sell things on Etsy. So again, if you are a beginner, my friends, this is the channel for you. If you are a beginner, this is the channel for you. At the end of the video, as always, I tell you guys about my freebies, right? Who doesn't like free stuff? Everybody like free stuff. And so at the end of today's live stream, really right now, I'm going to drop the link right now in the description box. If you know you are a person that really have a hard time creating, have a hard time being inspired in designing and creating things that you know will sell. If you have a difficult time doing that, well, guess what, my friends, in my description box right now, I'm not going to wait to the end because I know some of you guys want to get started now, and that's okay. But I would appreciate if you wait to the end. But if you want to jump on that link now, by all means, please go ahead and do that. This link is to my printable wall art designs. If you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you guys go ahead and download that, because in this free giveaway I'm giving to you, I know creating can be difficult. So what I did was I created new designs from scratch right here from my desk, 8 digital wall art designs that are proven to be bestsellers, things you can start selling today on Etsy. And I did the hard work for you. That means I'm providing you the product mock-up images as well as the high quality PDF printable files to sell on Etsy. So if you know, again, you want to sell online, you want to sell on Etsy, but it's difficult for you to create things that matter. Maybe you're just getting into the mode as a beginner to figure out what sells online and you just don't know, but you want to test the waters out, then check out the link in my description box below. And with that, not only have I given you guys the free PDFs in the free digital wall art mock-ups, but I also giving you the 5 top niches that are selling right now on Etsy. And so that goes with the product research and the keyword research. If you know you're probably good at designing, but you're like, Jay, listen, I'm not good at figuring out what sells. I'm not good at keyword research. Jay, I need a quick sell, because if you're new to my channel, what I teach my audience is sometimes the first sale is the best sell, because that first sale lets you know it's possible. Well, guess what? I also attached to that 8 digital wall art designs, I tagged on to that 5 top niches that are selling right now in Etsy. I give you the 5 top niches as a beginner. You should start selling digital products, but I also giving you the keywords you can use for each niche. I know that's crazy, right? And so if you know you are a person that have a hard time creating and designing, I have the 8 wall art designs for you. If you know you are somebody that's like, Jay, listen, I got stuff stacked, right? I got all of my designs stacked. I just don't know how to get them sold. Well, guess what? That's why I attached the 5 top niches as well as the keywords for you to use in those niches so that you can start learning how to list your products up. So with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Again, if you need help with that, check out the link down below. But again, our focus today, my friends, our focus today is discussing, okay, how can I list on Etsy, right? Because sometimes we have to start off with the foundational steps. And again, as a Etsy seller, as a business owner, I have a website where I sell my own digital products. I know sometimes as a beginner, understanding how to list, what keywords are, how to actually put those keywords in your Etsy listings effectively so that you can get your things found and then sold online. I know all those things can be challenging. That's why this channel is dedicated to help the beginner. And so we're going to talk about Etsy basics. As always, my friends, as I do on every live stream, I go through kind of what we are going to learn today, because I know your time is precious. I don't want to waste your time. I want to value your time. If you're coming on live with me today, and I want to value your time, and please, if you value my content today, please give me a like on the video. Let me know in the comment section if you're watching this on a replay or live with me. Let me know if this is valuable to you in any way, shape, or form. But let's go down through what we're learning about today: how to list and sell your products on Etsy as a beginner. And so I'm going to welcome you here if you're new here. My name is Jay, and again, on this channel, we do how-to videos teaching you how to create and sell. And again, I want to help you by giving you the exact things you need to create and the keywords you need in order to sell. Today, again, we're going to learn how to create and sell on Etsy, what you need to use. If you're just new to this whole conversation about Etsy and you heard about it, you're seeing commercials about it, maybe your friends talked about it, and you just like, listen, I heard of this thing Etsy, but I don't know what it is. I'm going to break down for you a little bit of how you can start making money as a beginner selling on Etsy. And then, as always, my friends, you guys know I am a believer of organic traffic. Organic traffic means things you don't have to pay for, but traffic that comes to you because you're doing the hard work. And that's where we're going to spend a little time today. I have videos all about keywords and product research. So if you're new here, check out my other live stream videos. But I do want to give a little bit of our time today because, again, we want to sharpen our craft, right? We want to sharpen our tools at getting better at keyword and product research. And I'm going to teach you how to actually use those keywords that you found in your Etsy listings the right way so that you can get those things found and sold online. And as always, my friends, at the end of our training today, I give time to you. I give time to the live chat. If you guys have any questions, please let me know right now in the chat, and we'll come back and talk about those things today. Here's the thing that I want us to talk about. Every time I go live, I begin with this question because I know I have new subscribers and new viewers every single time I go live, which is crazy. And I do want to thank you all. If you have subscribed to this channel, I want to thank you. Last time we did this live stream video, last week we had 819 subs. Now this channel, this community where you and I are gathering to learn how to sell, now we are at like 900 and something. I don't even know, but I'm just thankful that if you push that little red button, I want to say thank you so much, because that means a lot. And again, my question that I always ask before we get started is, have you started your Etsy shop? Again, have you started your Etsy shop? And if not, then my friends, I want to ask you, what's keeping you from starting? Because here's the thing, change can't happen until you make some changes today, right? If you want your life to change financially, because there's a lot of things that may be happening in our lives, but one thing we know, there's always improvement in regards to our financial state. And so if you know you're jumping online to learn about Etsy, guess what? Learning is a part of it, but we got to apply what we know. And so if you haven't taken the steps of action, my friend, I want to ask you, what's stopping you? Because here's the fact that I want us to grab on today. I want you to know small actions taken daily will produce a lifetime of results. I want you to hang on to that, right? Small actions daily will produce a lifetime of results. If you know you've been trying to sell some things on Etsy, but you're like, Jay, listen, I haven't gotten a sale like somebody said in a month. I'm here to tell you, I feel you, right? Because I've been there. But don't let that drought season keep you from doing what matters most. And it's the daily actions, right? It's the daily actions. It's the small daily actions you take, like jumping on live with me today. Those actions are things that can transform your financial future. So if you have not started yet, my friends, I want to say, come on, jump on, start, let's go, let's get going, because change happens when you choose to start today. Again, our goal is to talk about how can I create and list my products on Etsy and how to use proper keywords. And if you're new to all this Etsy conversation, I want you to know that right now in 2021, you and I have an awesome opportunity in this digital frontier to actually make an income online. And I call it a digital frontier because guess what, my friends? You don't have to be a certain age. You don't have to be of a certain ethnicity, a certain race. You don't have to be in a certain country. You don't have to go to college to make an income online. I love the digital frontier. Why? Because it makes the ground level for everyone to be successful, right? The digital frontier allows the ground to be level for everybody to be successful, and how you can start making a successful income online. If you're new to all this, because I want to spend some time talking about this as a beginner for those who are jumping on, it's the combination of selling, or it's the combination of creating things and selling those things on Etsy, right? It's the combination of creating those designs that we're going to list for you. Next slide. It's the combination of creating designs in Canva and listing those things in Etsy. And what I mean by this is that it's just simple designs you can start making today. Again, maybe if you're somebody online like, listen, Jay, I don't know what to even start creating or designing. Guess what, my friends? This slide I'm sharing with you is a great place for beginners to start, because all these things I'm sharing with you are low competitive spaces for you to have a quick sale in a successful beginning as an Etsy seller. Printable artwork designs. I give you more detail into what I mean by that in my free giveaway. Digital invitations was my breakout, where I created one digital invite for Christmas and I got hundreds of dollars in sales, as well as a best sellers badge. Come on, this is an easy way for beginners to begin. Social media templates are on the rise right now. So if you're jumping on like, listen, Jay, I want to know how to list. Guess what, my friends? Before you can learn how to list, you got to figure out what's selling, right? Digital invites are on a rise right now. Social media templates are on the rise right now. That means there are several influencers, either be YouTube, either be Instagram. They want things already made for them. And so if you're trying to figure out where to sell, my friends, these are the places you need to spend some time this week. Business templates, thank you cards, business invites, all those things, business invoices, all those things I give you in my free wall art designs, as well as my top 5 niches. These things, if you haven't checked out the link yet, I give you these 5 top niches and then some, as well as the keywords to help you start selling your products online. But the whole point of me showing you this slide is, guess what, my friends? You can make a difference for your financial future today, because you can use the combination of Canva and Etsy to start making income online today. And you can sell certificates. And here's the last one I want to give to you. If you haven't checked out my other videos yet, if you haven't checked out my other live stream tutorials and my walkthroughs and my how-tos, I share with you guys the top niche right now that's making a lot of money for Etsy sellers is real estate promotional material, right? Real estate promotional material. If you guys haven't checked out my video, I showed you how one seller is selling one bundle for $156. That means every time somebody check out with that person, they're getting $156. And guess what? You might be saying, well, Jay, guess what? People don't got money like that, so that can't be a bestseller. No, my friends, that thing has been a bestseller for months, not weeks, for months. Why? Because we have real estate agents who can't physically meet with people anymore. But guess what? They got to utilize the power of social media. And some of them are so tied up with time, they just want to go and find some bundles they can use right now. If you're trying to figure out what to sell, or maybe you haven't gotten a sale in a long time, I want you to take a screenshot of this right here, because this can be a whole nother video, right? Going through all of these and how to create these can be a whole separate video. Maybe I'll do that in the future if you guys need help with that. But at the end of the day, you have to show up where people are. And that's how you make money with anything, just not with Etsy, but with anything. You have to show up where people are. You have to solve people's needs. And these are the places where people are asking for help. And you got to show up to actually give them the help that they need. Now, if you're just new with us today and you're new to my channel, I teach you guys here how to create digital products. I taught last week on my live stream video. If you guys want to check that out, I teach you exactly why creating digital products is probably the best stage for you to take as a beginner. Again, it's not the only path to take. You can sell shirts, you can sell candles, you can sell all different type of physical products. But in regards to you learning as a beginner how to sell, how to market, how to communicate with your audience, how to grow an email list, I think as a beginner to selling anything online, the best way to begin is to sell digital products. In my last week tutorial, my last week course live Q&A, I taught you guys why it is a good thing to sell digital products online, because guess what? Digital products is the fastest way to create passive income. It is the fastest way to create passive income. And I have a whole video on that, but I do want to go through why digital products are so important. It's because guess what? There's no inventory, right? You don't have to worry about stacking things up in your home or renting out someone's space, a small office space just for you to hold the inventory of your products. When you create that digital product, guess what, my friends? You can send that product just through a file. You don't have to worry about stacking things up in inventory. The reason why digital products are so good to sell, if you're new to online and new to Etsy and trying to figure out this whole space, again, digital products is great because it can scale, right, with infinite volumes. The reason is, if I had an order right now to create 100 candles due by next week, let me tell you something, my friends. I can't go to my family reunion. I can't go to the movies. I can't go out to the beach. Why? Because I'm stuck at home trying to do what? Fulfill orders. If I'm the only person working, I'm trying to fulfill the 100 orders I just had. However, if I'm selling digital products, that's just a file that can be sent instantly. That means I don't have to be there, and therefore I can scale my business to the sky because the delivery is not based upon me being there. So again, here are the pros again to selling digital products online. If you're new, it's just easy, right? You can jump on right now. You don't need a college degree to create products online. You don't need to go to a school to teach you how to open up this program and you have to pass all these certifications for you to sell. No, it's simple. If you learn the steps and the strategies I'm teaching you on this channel, you're going to learn that, wow, this is really simple. And I can do this in my free time watching TV, and I'm creating my own business from the comfort of my couch. And here's why selling digital products are so successful for people having a full-time income selling digital products is that the customer get it instantly and they get it free delivery. Come on, who doesn't like free delivery? Come on, Amazon shoppers, right? When that thing say Prime and you're going to get it for free, you're like, okay, that's where I want to be. But we get even more excited when they say, hey, it's going to come today. And so again, Amazon knows this. As an Etsy seller, you got to know this, right? The reason why digital products sell so well is because people get it instantly and people get it free. And when you're able to position your products in the place where people have a problem, like we talked about in our previous slides, the real estate promotional material, the digital invoice, the certificates, the business invoice, all those things, okay, that's where we know the money is because we want to solve people's problems. And again, like I taught you guys last week, if you haven't seen that video, I love selling digital products. Why? Because I don't got to be there. I shared with you all my story of how, my first time making $100 in one day was when I was teaching my daughter how to ride her bicycle. Right, I had my Etsy store up. I had several different side business stores up, and I was able to make $100 online, not within a whole day, within 45 minutes. And so again, the reason why I am a firm believer of selling digital products is because you make this money passively. That means you don't have to be there in order for you to make some money, right? But you can make it passively. Now, I wouldn't be a good content creator if I didn't tell you the cons. I told you the pros, which I believe in the pros, but the cons are this, which that's why we're going to learn about how to list products on Etsy so I can eliminate these cons as best as possible, right? The cons is this. Sometimes it's harder to demonstrate a digital product value, right? If you're selling shirts, everybody know what a shirt is. If you're selling a candle, everybody got a candle in their house. They probably want a different candle, but everybody held that candle in their hands before. If you're trying to sell some food, everybody know what food looks like, what food smells like. They all had a tangible experience with that. However, when you're trying to sell a digital products, people have a hard time seeing its value, because they can't tangibly hold it in their hands. Sometimes the value is perceived as low because people think, well, I can't hold it, I can't post it, I can't nail it to the wall. And so the value is perceived to be low. But again, I'm going to share with you exactly how to eliminate these cons because again, one person sold one bundle for $56. Why? Because that person positioned their product to the right people who had a problem. Again, you're not trying to serve everybody, but you're trying to serve the people who have the problem that you can solve. Right? You're trying to serve the people who have the problem that you can solve. Next one is this. The cons is sometimes you just need some help, right? Sometimes you might need some additional online resources like Canva, like some research-based tools we're going to learn about today. Sometimes you need an e-course to teach you how to do this because as a beginner, this is a new path of making money. This is making money in an untraditional way. So therefore, in this new digital frontier, nobody really ever walked these grounds before collectively as a society. Therefore, you got to find people, and hopefully I'm that person for you to help you learn how to navigate this new space of making money online. And the last one is sometimes it just can be competitive because the doors of entry is just so low. Right? Anybody can do it. So sometimes it can be competitive. But again, the purpose of this video is to share with you how to actually list products that will sell and how to do them the right way. Again, I just want to share with you this slide here of somebody who started their Etsy shop with only 11 items, right? I want you guys to see this. This person started an Etsy shop with 11 items. And if you notice here, she has little red notes at the bottom of her designs. And if you read one of them and a couple of them says over 20 people in the cart, right? Over 15 people in the cart, over 13 people in the cart. And so what that means is people are buying these things from her. Now, you might be scratching your head and say, hold on, Jay, she has 11 products. I thought you had to have 25 products. I thought you had to sell 50 products. I thought Etsy shuts down new stores that are successful. I can't tell you how many people commented me or personally emailed me with their questions and their concerns, which I welcome them in. I take them in with delight. But those are misconceptions. Those are things people think are true, but they're really false. Right? They think that you have to have 25 items or 50 items in your store for you to start getting your first sale. That's false. Some people think that Etsy shuts down successful stores that are new. That's false. A lot of people think that you got to be in Etsy for years for them to even take notice to your products. My friends, can we say this together? That's false, right? This person just jumped online. She created several products around a certain niche that's selling. Why? Because she positioned her product in front of the right people who have the problem she can solve, right? She can solve. And so uh, take a look at this. Of course, I would never tell you to copy someone's stuff. But what I have taught you is that you can get inspiration and information. Okay, the inspiration is, wow, okay, digital templates for YouTube is selling. Okay, information is, okay, how can I use some keywords to help list my original design? So let's not copy her, but let's use her as inspiration and information to navigate where we need to spend our time. Okay. Somebody said they have started their Etsy shop. Great. Great. Yes. Somebody says, is it possible to record this live session? Yes, my live sessions are always recorded. That means that once YouTube process the live stream, it will be up later on today. So always leave my live streams up for you to view. Somebody said, yep, you're in the right place. Exactly. Selling digital products online is the right place to be. Would you mind telling us the name of your Etsy shop? No, I'm going to tell you why not. Because what I found out from a lot of Etsy sellers, especially people who want to do tests on their Etsy shop, is that usually when people know their Etsy shop, most likely people want to buy from them or copy them. And as I'm testing on my Etsy shop, which I created a new Etsy shop to test some new things, I just don't want my testing to be altered because somebody said, hey, I want to like this, or I want to buy from him because, yeah, he's really good. Or, sorry to say, sometimes people just copy other people's designs and they change up my testing process. So you might find some people on Etsy who have YouTube channels that will not disclose their information. It's not because we're trying to hide anything from you, but unfortunately, you have people out there who really are trying to just copy someone's entire store. And unfortunately, my friends, that's not always the best way to go. However, I am trying to give you the things I do behind the scenes to help you and to teach you my mindset and my process of going about my Etsy store. And here's the whole point. I can show you my Etsy store, but at the same time, if you don't know that I'm creating an email list to actually push my products to my people, that's not really going to help you. If I just show you my Etsy store and you say, okay, he got these tags, he got these titles, let me just copy him. That doesn't work either. Because guess what? You have to find products and titles that are in low competitive niches. And so if you're just kind of copying me and you're not understanding the mindset and the mode by which I do these things, then that's not going to help you be successful in the long run. And this channel is designed to teach you exactly how to create and list your own digital products online. And so again, I'm trying to teach you guys how to do that on your own so that at the end of the day, the whole goal of any Etsy seller should be, I want to create my own business, where I want to create my own website and my own business so that you don't have to worry about competition. You don't got to worry about algorithm change on Etsy. You don't got to worry about, like, some people lost 50% of their sales because somebody copied them. And now that space that was low competitive, right, not as competitive, now you had a lot of people coming in and making that space competitive. And that person didn't use what I'm teaching you guys today, titles, keywords, descriptions, the right way. They didn't do that hard work and that due diligence to get their products sold. And so when somebody as a newbie came in and utilized those tactics, those strategies, they outranked them. So again, at the end of the day, your goal should be, as a beginner, let me learn how to sell on Etsy. But now as a seasoned seller, let me start building up my email list. Let me start getting my traffic off of Etsy and start selling on my own personal website. So hopefully that answers your question. Trying to be real with you, trying to be relatable and relevant to your questions. And so hopefully you found value in my answer today. Let's get rocking and rolling, my friends. And so again, we're going to spend some time talking about how to do product research. Again, we're trying to get traffic to our Etsy shop. And again, I always spend time talking about this on my live streams because again, you want to do this. You don't want to just copy me. You don't want to just copy anybody. You want to do the hard work no one wants to do. And again, when you learn how to do this, the things I'm teaching you can be applied just not on Etsy, but if Etsy shuts down, you can do this on Redbubble. You can do this on Amazon Marketplace. The basic strategies of product and keyword research can be applied anywhere. And you want to be a master of this particular space so that you're not relying on somebody to help you get sales because you want to copy them. You want to do the hard work no one wants to do. So buckle up, my friends. Let's spend some time talking about this today. First one is this: how to do product research. Well, 3 things I teach you in my video courses online is it has to follow 3 things, right? It needs to be a winning product. That means it has to prove the market that it will sell. Number 2, it has to be in a low competitive space. And number 3, it has to have recent reviews, right? If you are somebody that takes notes, screenshot this, take a picture of this, write this down, because most people are not getting sales right now because they're listing out of their inspiration from their heart. And that's great. But again, if nobody needs it, nobody's going to buy it. Right? If nobody needs what you're creating, as good as it may be, again, you might have the gift by God to create some amazing things. But again, if you're not creating things that people need, you never get a sale. And so I want you to screenshot this because this can change your store right now. It needs to be a product that's proven to win. That means it's proven the market that it is a bestseller. Number 2, it needs to be in a low competitive niche. If you were right now to try to sell wedding invites, and that's your tagline, and that's your product, and as a beginner, you list that right now in Etsy, you're not going to get a sale. You're like, Jay, how can you tell me that? How can you say that? Because in the wedding niche for wedding invites, it's like over 200,000 listings. So that is a winning product, right? Because multiple people are buying digital wedding invites, but that's a high competitive niche, not a low competitive niche. And now in my previous videos, I share with you how to take high competitive words and make them long tail keywords so that you can be more niche in your keywords. But again, you have to follow all 3 of my criteria. The first one has to be a winning product. Number 2, has to be in a low competitive space. Number 3, has to have recent reviews. You might say, well, Jay, what reviews got to do with it, right? Okay, well, reviews let me know if this is a seasonal item, or is this an evergreen item? Is this item selling now, or has this item sold 4 months ago, right? You don't want to sell seasonal items outside of the season. For instance, I have a bestseller Christmas invite. Well, guess what? I don't want to sell Christmas invites in the summer season, right? Because that is a seasonal product. And so you want to look at what's selling recently to give you information, okay, and inspiration of what to create. Again, it needs to be a winning product. It needs to have low competition, and it needs to have recent reviews. So that's how we do product research. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on it because if you want to see my whole video tutorial how to do product research and keyword research, I have those videos on my channel. So if you have not subscribed yet, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that little red button, subscribe to my channel. And then if you're getting any value from today's video, please make sure you guys give me a like. That helps this channel out a lot. Again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below because we're going to get to those in a few minutes here. Again, we're not going to be too long. We got to get rocking and rolling because your time is precious and I want to get to your questions today. And so the second thing is you have to do the hard work no one wants to do. And what's that? You have to do keyword research. So what I taught you here, I taught you product research, right? Finding out what's selling so that you're not creating designs in the dark. Number two, you want to make sure that you're using the right keywords so that you can get your items seen. And again, this is where a lot of people have problems. They create things that are proven to sell. They did the product research. They did everything in regards to finding a product that is winning. They have done everything in that space, but they forgot about, or maybe they don't know how to do product or keyword research. Again, products helps me create things that people want, but keywords help me place those products in front of the right people, right? In front of the right people. So again, there's 3 ways to do product research. I'm kind of go through this with you a little bit, and then we want to get to the meat of our time today. I'm trying to give you guys the best value as possible. So hang tight. I know it's long, but hang tight. How to do product research, Jay? Well, there's 3 tools you can use: eRank, Marmalade, and Etsy. Etsy is the free one, right? Etsy is something that we all have. Marmalade is a great tool to use, as well as eRank, to actually do the behind research of what's selling. That's why I told you guys that it's not good to copy someone, but it's good to figure out, well, how did they get there? How did they know to use that keyword? How did they do keyword research? And here's the thing, my friends, they use these tools. If you're new to keywords, I did a whole video on keywords, but to address what keywords are for those who are new with us, keywords are words and phrases that people type into search engines to find what they are looking for. Again, it is words and phrases people are typing in search to find what they are looking for. And I teach you guys how to play by the rules in regards to Etsy. Etsy is a search-based platform. That means if people cannot find you, people cannot buy from you. So my question I want to ask you is, are you coming up in search? And I'm going to teach you exactly how you can come up in search. Again, if people cannot find you, people cannot buy from you. Again, so here's the product research that I was talking about. This is kind of getting into our meat of our time today. Okay, product research is things that are proven to sell. Again, we don't want to copy bestsellers. We don't want to copy their designs because that's not going to get you a sale. Right? Somebody that has a bestseller's badge selling this shirt, pray on it, pray over it, pray through it. If I create that same design today with the same slogan, with the same product image, with the same shirt title and the same type of tags, guess what? Mine will come up next to it. But let me ask you a question. What product you think people are going to buy? The copy or the original? The one that has the bestseller, or the one that was just posted yesterday and don't have any reviews on it? No, right? People are going to buy what's proven to sell and what people have already purchased. However, I can take this and maybe make it different. Maybe make it in my own version, in my own way. But again, you want to prove the market before you create things. This type of stuff is selling, but that doesn't mean to copy exactly this type of stuff. Again, it has that bestseller's badge so that you know that it's selling. And again, you want to do keyword research, what we're going to talk about today, because again, keyword research help you think as a seller. I mean, it helps you think as a customer. As a seller, it is essential to think like a customer, right? What are people looking for? How can I position my product in front of the right people? And again, it's using tools like this, eRank. eRank is a great tool to use to find keywords that are winning right now in Etsy. eRank is a tool like this. You'll plug in a keyword, like for instance, somebody is trying to find a great keyword for a furniture chair. And so what they do is they type in this keyword and it gives you all this data and all this information to let you know, is this a long tail keyword? Yes. How many searches per month it has on Etsy? It lets you know the competition. Is this a great place to sell? Well, guess what? This is red. That's red. That's red. Probably not a great time to use this keyword as the beginner phrase of my product. And it lets me know the engagement. And so again, this is like the behind the scenes of what Etsy sellers do that are successful. They don't copy other people's images. However, they go and use resources and tools like this to find out what is selling on Etsy. Again, I love using tools like this because it gives you all of the data that you need. The amount of searches per month, the clicks per month, and the average conversions per month. And guess what? Whatever listing this is, 100% conversion. So therefore, this lets me know this is a great place to be in. If you don't want to use eRent, you can use things like Marmalade. Marmalade is more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, right? Because it just looks a little bit better and same information, but they kind of put their data for me in a more categorizing space. It's just easy on the eyes for me. Maybe if you're like me, this is more easier to look at, easier to consume. And so again, this is the work that people just don't want to do. But I'm telling you, my friends, again, you're getting value from today's video. If you're having that aha moment, like, wow, I didn't know I had to get a tool to find things that work. If this is any way valuable to you, let me know by hitting a like on the video. Again, if you're looking at all this stuff and you're having questions like, Jay, okay, you went through that fast, what does that mean? Then let me know in the comment section if you watch this on a replay or in the live stream chat, because I do want to get to your questions at the end. But again, I'm just showing you a little bit of what it means to do keyword research, because all of this is what's going to help our time with product listing be more valuable, right? In order for us to get to the meat of what we're talking about today, this is like the appetizer, right? How can we really get successful at listing my products? Well, we got to figure out what's actually selling and how to actually put those things in the place where people are looking. And the last one that I want you to think about, again, 3 tools we can use. We can use Marmalade, we can use eRank, we can use Etsy. And again, Etsy is a free tool for all of us to use. Have you ever thought about Etsy being a tool you can use to find keywords that work? Yes. And I'm going to teach you how when I find my slide. Here we go. All right. So what you can do is, how do I find things that's selling, Jay? You can type into this little search bar right here. This is something that's free to everybody, right? Type in your niche. And when you type your niche in, a list of other popular items are going to come in the bottom. Guess what, my friends? Etsy is telling you what's trending, what's selling right now. When you go to the bottom of that particular niche, you can find related searches, right? Guess what? Invoice template, invoice form. We have business templates. These things are keywords you can start listing in your store right now. You can also find more keywords and more categories at the bottom of the Etsy page. You can also utilize, right, not copy, say it again, not copy, but utilize what's winning, right? Because guess what, my friends, success leaves clues. If it's working for somebody else, it's probably going to work for me. Again, we're not talking about copying somebody, but we can learn from successful shops. Success leaves clues. And sometimes you can utilize their keywords, but then create an outstanding product that you say, no, that product wasn't really outstanding. I can add more value to that. I can add a bundle to that. I can add a unique design that can really inspire somebody in their business. Guess what? I can use their keywords, but I can create my own design. Again, success leaves clues, my friends. So don't shy away from learning from others. But again, just as a disclaimer, I'm not saying copy people. Somebody said, wow, this is so valuable. I just got something I can use today. Great. I'm so happy this is valuable to you. Let's keep rocking and rolling, my friends, because we got a lot to talk about today. We're almost done, but this is the meat of what this video is all about. So we got the appetizer, right? We got the, okay, Jay, I got to do product research. Okay, Jay, I got to do keyword research. Okay, Jay, find bestsellers. Find things that are in low competitive spaces. Find things that have recent reviews. Keyword research. Jay, you just told me I got to make sure that I'm using Marmalade, eRank, or Etsy. If I don't got money for Marmalade and eRank, let me use Etsy. Go into the search bar. Go to the bottom. Find related categories or related searches. Learn from success, because success leaves clues, and create designs that are solving people's problems. Right? Create designs that are solving people's problems. Everybody pause, take a deep breath. Whoo, good. We're about to jump in today. I know it's a lot. I know. But these are things that matter. Now we're getting into, okay, Jay, great. I got the appetizer. I got the keyword. I got the product. I'm ready to list my product in Etsy. And then if that's where you are today, let's jump in. Hang tight. Here we go. You ready? Let's jump in. I'm sharing with you my behind the scenes, right? I'm sharing with you my story, my behind the scenes. and I'm sharing with you my first breakout product. Now, I'm not selling this product anymore because first of all, it's not in the season. Number two, I created my own side shop where I'm spending my time selling on that, as well as creating different Etsy shops to test different things for you all. But I do want to share with you my first bestseller, and it was this Christmas digital invite. You probably heard me speak about it in several videos. If you're on my email list, then you already know what this is because I kind of share deeper revealings to my email list subscribers, so it won't be all out there in the internet space and on YouTube. But I do reveal certain numbers and certain things to my email list subscribers. So if you're not on that, jump on that because I share with you some behind the scenes just like this and a little bit more deeper in detail. Nonetheless, you can go ahead and copy this if you want. That's totally fine. You can go ahead and copy this and use this and grow with this and start selling this now. Copy everything you see on my screen if you want to. This is a teaching point for you. But again, this was my first breakout product. My first product that I got a bestseller. I got a bestseller on this. Didn't even know what a bestseller was. All I knew was I was getting cha-chings 9 o'clock at night. I was getting cha-ching 12 o'clock in the morning. Didn't even know what a bestseller was because this product was on the list for about 2 weeks. I didn't know about product research. I didn't know about ka-chings and I didn't know about bestsellers. I didn't know anything about that. All I knew was this thing is selling. This thing is selling. And so I want to make sure that I am creating things that matter. And again, this mattered to people. Okay. And so let's go through this. How to list on Etsy as a beginner, right? We're just learning basic steps to list products on Etsy. The first thing is your product title. This is where all the hard work of that keyword research you just did, that's where all of this stuff is going to be useful today. Again, product titles are things you put on the top of your Etsy listing. This is how people are going to read your product. Again, you want to make sure that it's something that's readable, but also you want to make sure you're putting your specific keywords in the title section here. Again, you want to make sure that your title is related to your product. Right, your title is related to your product because at the end of the day, you're talking to human beings. The algorithm is using your title to position your product in front of people, but at the end of the day, it's human beings who are reading this. And if your title is not matching your product because you just want to get your stuff listed on the first page and not giving value to your customers, they're going to click off. Right. And so how I list my product when I use keywords is Christmas party invitation template. If you notice, that's hugely specific. And we're going to talk about why that is. Holiday party digital invite, Christmas invite. That's very generic, Jay. That's not a long tail keyword, right? I'm going to share with you why that is. And Christmas printable invitation. If you notice, I have a combination of very specific keywords and I have a combination of very generic keywords. And there's a reason why I have done that. And so we're going to jump into why did I title this? Whoo, this looks like math, doesn't it? This is like math class. No, it's not math class. It is Etsy keywords and how to put them in your titles. Okay. Now, if you look at my screen here, I have the good old pyramid. Okay. The pyramid is showing you how to use keywords in your Etsy title. So if you have a product and you have your title, you want to make sure that you're following my strategy of how I was able to get my bestseller. And here it is. Number 3, let's go to the bottom up. Number 3, I use a general or generic keyword or phrase. That means, as we're going to see in my next slide, things that are commonly used on most products. My second strategy I took was I used kind of keywords that were commonly used, keywords that was more generally used, but that was more so common for that particular niche. And the number 1 is, if you go back, I use a specific keyword related to my product, things that people have to type in to get there, right? Christmas party invitation template. That is a specific keyword that people have to type in to find me. I use a common search term, holiday party digital invite. Okay, that was a common term that I use for my number 2. But again, where a lot of people don't get sales is they just put keywords in and don't know why. I use a generic or general term, Christmas invite. Again, you might say, Jay, why did you do all this? Because at the end of the day, my friends, I want to make sure that I'm giving value to every specific keyword that I'm using. So think of these keywords as buckets. What Etsy's algorithm does, that every time someone click on your particular product, or every time someone search up a product and you have that specific keyword in your title, Etsy gives a little droplet into your bucket because they say, okay, that is related to the searches. The problem people face is they only have generic keywords in their bucket and not the other specific or common. That means when people look up specific keywords, you're nowhere to be found. That means when you look up common keywords, Etsy can't drop any water droplets in your bucket because guess what? You cannot be found. Again, you want to make sure that you're not even putting just only specific keywords in your title, because you're not allowing Etsy to give your product value in regards to commonly used words and general keywords. I know that's a lot. That might sound weird. Let me know because I can answer your questions regarding this. But the whole point of me showing you this, I'm going to share with you some examples now, is that you want to make sure that you're using general keywords, commonly used keywords, and specific keywords. You might say, well, Jay, how do I know what a specific, commonly, and general keyword is? I'm so glad you asked. What to look for? Look for the level of competition. Now, along with that, you want to use Marmalade and eRank to find out if this keyword is high engaging, if this keyword is a high search value. But at the end of the day, we're just looking at that portion. If you purchase that today, you'll see that portion of competition. You want to make sure that this keyword is in a particular competitive space. Why? Because usually, the less competitive, the less searches. The more competitive, the more searches. Okay, so take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this if you need it. Write this down if you need it. But again, here's the secret behind why people are successful. Okay, so specific. Let's work from the bottom up. Right? What are general keywords? Again, we already talked about search volume. We already talked about engagement. So it needs to be high in search and it needs to be high in engagement. We're just looking at competition right now. General keywords are keywords that normally are 300,000. I don't know why my zeros are not in here, so please forgive me. General keywords are keywords that have the competition number of 3,000 or more. Again, not sure why my zero didn't show up. 3,000 or more. You want to have at least one general or generic keyword in your title. Like I go back to my slide here. What was my generic title? Christmas invite. Everybody had that. Christmas invite. But I wanted to get some value in that keyword, so I put it in my title. Okay, let's keep rocking and rolling. The next one, I want to make sure that I put commonly used niche keywords. My commonly used niche keyword during that time was holiday party invite. That was commonly used, right? Not as competitive as my generic keyword, but it wasn't specific. Again, less than 50,000 listings competition. And I wanted to get my title led by my specific keyword. Now you might be saying, Jay, why do you want your title to be led by your specific keyword and not your general keyword? Why? Because at the end of the day, my friends, there are people who are looking for this specific thing. They're looking for a Christmas party invitation. That's a template that I can design myself. There's certain people, when I did my research, there were certain people who were looking for this specific design, this specific product. And I wanted to lead with my specific keyword so that I can attract my specific buyer. That makes sense? Okay, I wanted to lead with my specific keywords so that I can attract my specific buyer. Now, I got some other buyers who were just looking for a Christmas invite. I got some other buyers who were looking for a party holiday invite, but I also attracted my specific buyer because I, along with a few others, only had that specific keyword. If you had any questions or have any questions today, let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching this on the replay or if you're on with me live today, let me know if you have any questions regarding this, because again, I want to help you the best way that I can. We're on the roundabout here, about 3 minutes left, because I do want to spend some time answering your questions. But again, this is that hard work that I said you really can't get from just copying somebody's shop. This is that hard work, the behind the scenes. Okay, what is the mindset, right? And really, if I'm starting any new venture and selling anything online, if I'm going into a space that I don't know, guess what? I don't want to copy just the successful people, right? I don't want to copy the millionaires. I want to know the millionaires' mindset, right? I want to know why they read so many books a day. I want to know why they get up in the morning and exercise. I want to know the why behind what they do. I just don't want to copy what they do. So hopefully I'm giving you the mindset behind what to do so that when you close this video down today, you have enough tools and resources and at least video content you can go back and kind of dissect on your own time. And so let me give you that example of the bestseller that we just saw in our product research, right? Success leaves clues. Thank you so much for the Stafford Exchange letting us know. Yep. Hey, success leaves clues. Thank you so much for shouting that out for us today. All right, so let me give you a quick example of what I mean by general, common, and specific keywords. Again, let's just do a little quiz right now. Can anybody identify what is the specific keyword they're using right now? I mean, we're getting home down school time right now, right? Anybody can type in or chat in what is the specific keyword they're using right now. I know I gave you a cheat sheet, right? It's already there. Pray on it shirt, right? That is specific. That's something people are searching up for. That is specific that when somebody type in that exact phrase, it's going to pop up and they're going to see this, right? What is the common search term? Bible verse shirt, right? Bible verse shirt is a more common phrase because there's multiple Bible verses shirts, but there's only a few pray on it shirts, right? And so the common phrase they use is Bible verse shirt. You see that right here. But let me ask you a question. What generic or general search phrase did they use? Christian shirt. I can guarantee you right now, you can do this on your own time or do it right now. If you go into Etsy and you type in Christian shirt, you're going to find over 100,000 listings for Christian shirt. If you go into Bible verse shirt, you're going to find less competition in the Bible verse shirt. If you go and search in Etsy, pray on it t-shirt, that more specific search term, again, we're not trying to copy them, but we're trying to learn from them. And it's the same strategy I taught you to use general, common, and specific key terms. If you search up pray on it shirt, you're going to find low competition because that is a specific search term. Again, this is the mind behind listing. So go back to our slide here before we end today. When you list your product in Etsy and they're asking you for the title, just don't throw up anything in any type of order, right? You want to use as much space as they're giving you, but you want to use that space effectively. You want to use that space efficiently, and you just don't want to copy somebody, but you want to make sure you're using things that matter and things that are proven. And what's proven is this system of making sure that after you did keyword research, you're using the general, the common, and these specific search terms to add on to your product. Again, Christian shirt, general search term, has over 100,000 listings. Okay, so if this person just led the whole shirt with Christian shirt, Christian shirt, Christian shirt, Christian shirt blue, Christian shirt yellow, they're not going to be found because that is a highly competitive search term. But they still want that search term in there. Again, Bible verse shirt, 37,000 listings. Has 37,000 listings. Therefore, that's a commonly used search term. And again, they led with a more specific search term, pray on it shirt. And again, this has 16,000 listings. But again, this is the kind of process you need to take in order to get your product seen. So again, next time we meet together, we're going to be talking about, this is just more example of what I mean. Remember I told you that one product sold for $156. Again, they still use the same type of metric. Maybe they used it without even knowing it, but again, success leaves clues. General, common, specific. If you notice, they led their product with a more specific search term. What is it? Okay, right here. What is their common search term? Right there. What is their general search term? Buyer's guide, right? Instagram buyer and seller's guide. Again, success leaves clues. Usually you'll find this thing all over successful things. And what we can learn today as we close, because there's so much more to talk about. Question might be with Jay, how can I use them in my tags? How do I do my description? That's next week's video, my friends. But again, today we can take away this truth. We've seen every example of stores that just opened with only 11 listings, and we've seen stores that had multiple listings, but yet all of them shared this common thing. They had best sellers. Why? Because they made sure they did product research, and they made sure they used their keywords in a specific way to attract their specific buyer, get commonly used traffic, but also to allow value of their product to be in a more competitive space, that over time, when they get likes, when they get favorites, when they get clicks, when they get sales, they can actually rank in those high competitive spaces. Now, you ever wonder how people can rank in high competitive spaces? Is because they started off with that specific keyword at the competitive keyword in their search title, but because they got a sale, Etsy gave them value for their product. That means their product start coming up in search for competitive keywords because they led their product through specific keywords that was able to sell. At the end of the day, my friends, what we can learn about all of this study that we got into is this: success leaves clues, right? Take what I'm teaching you today, make it your own, apply it, learn from me, learn from others. But at the end of the day, you can only reach success when you choose to start today, right? Success only happens if you choose to start today. Next time we meet, we're going to talk about how to do product images. Next time we meet, we're going to talk about how we can actually use thumbnails to get more people to my store. Because sometimes people see that thumbnail and they say, because they really can't even see what's there. Right? So some of your thumbnails are too small that people can't even see what it is. So we're going to teach you how to actually use thumbnails the right way. Next time we meet, my friends, all this content is good content to help you. We're going to talk about why every listing you have needs to have a video. You might say, well, Jay, how can I have a video? I don't even have a camcorder. I don't even have a phone. How can I use video? I'm going to teach you my number one go-to website to create mock-ups that you can put in digital form. I'm telling you, all these things are here for you to use, right? You want to have your products have video. Again, this is a great way to display how valuable your product is. That's one way to eliminate the cons of selling a digital product. And again, we're going to go into product listings. If you're new to all this stuff, next time we meet, we're going to go into our title, which is the meat of how things get sold. Our title. We're going to go into our description. Again, I'm giving you guys my best seller right here, or I'm giving you all the meat to the best seller that got me hundreds of dollars in sales, my like 2 to 3 weeks selling online. I got a bestseller's badge, didn't even know what it was. And this is how, because I learned this stuff from my other time being online with my personal website, with my YouTube channels in the past. And most of the keyword stuff that you learn from other places, you can apply to Etsy. That's why I was able to get this. But nonetheless, you're going to learn how to create a description that matters, right? And for those of you who might be asking, why is your description so long? It's because Etsy uses your description as metadata. That means there's a reason why certain Etsy products come up on Google. You ever seen that, right? You're trying to find something, and then you see like an Etsy listing show up in Google, and it's not an ad. Say, Jay, how did they get their Etsy stuff to come up on Google Shopping or the Google search forms? And the way they did that was they used this description page to use all of the keywords in there. And you can read this very quickly and see some of the keywords we talked about I used here. And the reason why that showed up is because Google uses all of this data to present things to people in their search engine. That's why you got to know why before you copy the what of people. All right. And then we're going to go into how to do tags. Does tags even matter? How to do tags. And again, I'm sharing with you guys my bestseller to show you how I was able to get there, my friends. So again, all of this content. Oh, we're going to talk about pricing. I forgot, but we're going to talk about pricing and how to get your things sold, how to sell more as a bundle. And the last one, my friends, how to actually attach your file, right? How to actually attach your file. So again, if you're new to selling online, all this is new to you. You're like, Jay, I heard about Etsy, but I never thought about selling because it just seems so complicated. You want to subscribe to my channel, my friends, so that next time we meet on our live stream course tutorials, I can walk you through step by step of how to list every single thing you do in Etsy to make sure you have the highest probability of getting a sale. Again, nothing's guaranteed, but I'm trying to give you the information in order for you to get the highest probability, the highest sales. At the end of the day, my friends, success leaves clues. That is the end of our training video today. If you have any questions, because I do want to spend a couple minutes going through my Q&A session, as always, as I do on my live stream videos. If you stay to the end, my friend, you don't have to wait for the link to be in the description box below. In the chat feature, I linked my free guide, my free 5 niches and all the keywords, all that information that you need to start selling right now. Check out the link in my description box below. At any time today, maybe you're watching this on a replay, or maybe you're watching this live with me today. If you got value from today's training, please let me know by leaving a comment on the video. If you want to watch this again because you're watching live, but you just want to help the channel out by leaving a comment on the replay, thank you so much. If you're getting value in the live stream, let me know by hitting a like on the video. And again, my friends, make sure you guys check out that link. Again, when you get this, you're going to be on my mailing list. And again, you want to be on my mailing list because, again, I give you guys the more behind the scenes of my numbers and things like that. That's more so to my private group that you can learn that way. You can also contact me through my email through the free downloadable link that you guys will get to download if you check out my link down below. You're able to email me one-to-one if you want to. People have done that. I'm welcoming to things like that. Sometimes people don't want to put their questions on YouTube for everybody to see. I have people literally email me 3 to 4 paragraphs of things they just don't know, right? And I did my best to answer them there. And so whatever form of communication you want to, get in contact with me on, comment section or in my email list, doesn't matter, but I try to do my best to get back with you. And then if you left a comment and I didn't get back with you, my apologies, my friends. I will try and get caught up on those things. But again, if you know you are new to selling products online, if you know it's difficult for you to create, if you know that you're like, Jay, listen, I got the keywords. I know how to find them. I just don't know what to sell. I don't know how to design. Well, I left 8 printable wall art designs for you to download today. If you're somebody that like, Jay, listen, I know how to design, but I just don't know what keywords to use. Well, I also left you in the same email. I also left you 5 top niches with all of the keywords to give you a whole PDF list of keywords for each top niche you can start using right now. That means I did the product research for you as well as the keyword research for you. Now you got to apply what you learned and create those products and start listing. Because I'm telling you, friends, you follow these tips, you will most likely get a sale. I want to say thank you so much for all of you who joined me online today. Again, if you have any questions, I'm going to go back to my live chat today. But if you left a chat today, thank you so much. And if you're here today with me live, thank you so much. If you're watching this on a replay, my friends, I want you to know success is possible for you if you choose to start today. If you're new to my channel, I do want to share with you that on Mondays, I do short Mondays tips. So if you're somebody that just need like 60 seconds of tips, check out my Monday shorts. I do videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays as best as possible, as well as do my live course videos on Saturdays. So if you want to get more content from me, I have content for everybody in every type of space. So again, my friends, thank you so much for joining us. I do want to spend some time going into the chat. If you are new here and you have a question, just want to shout out so many people who've been here from the beginning. Grow Green Homestead was here with us early on. Somebody was also with us, Ife, hope I'm saying your name right, was with us today, left some very helpful tips and comments for us. So I thank you so much for that person adding value to today's live stream. I do want to shout out the Stanford Exchange. She's been hanging with us and growing with us and leaving some wonderful comments. So I do want to thank you so much for that. And anybody else who left positive chats in the comments, I do want to say thank you so much for that. So let's get to these questions here. Somebody said, are you going to mention keyword searching outside of Marmalade? Hopefully. Somebody asked that question a while back. But yes, we did talk about using Etsy as a form of keyword research as well as eRank. Queen K says, I needed this video. I'm struggling over a month, no sales. It's okay. Just keep going, right? Because the more you list, the more you know, the more you grow about yourself, the more you see things, the more you're able to make connections. So guess what, my friends? Keep going, right? The more you list and the more you sit and list products in Etsy, the more you're able to make connections with things that are proven to sell. Somebody said happy Saturday. Danisha says happy Saturday to all of you who are with us live today. I gotta find a way to get my comments on the screen so y'all can see what I see, but do want to give some time to the chat. Again, if you have any questions, now is the time to put that in the chat because I do want to get to your questions with our time remaining today. And Kamesha, hopefully I'm saying your name right, says, would you mind telling us the name of your shop? And we talked about the reason behind that, and hopefully I gave you guys a glimpse into one of my best sellers that give you the mindset of why I do what I do, so you can also apply those strategies and tools to your Etsy listing. All right, somebody said they just started up the Etsy shop account, so that's very good. Somebody said you're in the right place. Somebody says, is it possible to record this live session? Again, all of my live sessions is going to be up after the live stream is done, so that means you'll see this on the replay. And somebody said, which keyword tool would you highly recommend out there for us to use? Yeah, there's three. The one, if you going to spend some money, you're going to spend some time sitting down and doing keyword research, what I would say to use is Marmalade. And again, the reason why I say use Marmalade is just because it's easy on the eyes. You're able to kind of do multiple searches at one time. E-Rank, you can do the same thing too, but Marmalade give you almost like 4 to 5 different pillars of research and keywords you can use to compare with other keywords. So what tool I would suggest you to use if you want to use a paid tool is check out Marmalade. I'll make sure I leave a link to Marmalade sometime in the future so you guys can check that out. But definitely use Marmalade. You want to pay for something, you want to spend some money on something to help you with your keywords, definitely use Marmalade. And thank you so much for giving me the right pronunciation of your name, Fa. I hope I'm saying that right too. Fa says, wow, this was so valuable. I just got something I can use today. So cool that this is valuable to you. The Stratford Exchange says, please listen carefully. He's really helping. I thank you so much for that. That's so encouraging. This can help you grow. Yes, success leaves clues is key. It is. And she said, thank you so much for your help. So I don't see any more questions. I think we're at the end of today's video. Again, if you have a question, let me know now. Don't be afraid to ask. Mostly what you are asking about, somebody else had that same question. Again, if you want to ask me something else, maybe leave it in the comment section. You can also email me if you're on my email list. And so I definitely want to help you in that way. So my friends, again, make sure you guys check out the link to my free giveaways that is really going to help you start if you're new. Hopefully this will help you start to create and sell your own digital products online. And again, if you guys want to learn more about how to create content that matters, my friends, I want to make sure that you know that it is possible for you. Again, the things that I have done, things that I'm doing now, I'm still growing. I'm still learning myself. Again, there's no magic pill, right, to success. There's no magic pill to making money online, but there are strategic steps that are proven to be successful. Again, there are strategic steps that are proven to be successful. And if you do the hard work no one wants to do, you will find yourself being successful and growing in that space as well. The Stratford Exchange says Etsy is good, but having actual data from Marmalade is better. And yes, it is. I would piggyback that 100%. You know, if you don't have any money right now, you're tight on finances and you just need something, Etsy is a great place to go to. But Marmalade definitely give you the data to back up why you need to use certain keywords and certain tools and things like that. So definitely want to agree with you. Again, thank you so much for all of you who left encouraging comments. Thank you so much for all of you who got on live with me today. I know that was a little bit long today. We only go for we try to hit it for an hour and then spend some time on live chats and comments and questions. But again, thank you so much for those who jumped on and jumped off, those who jumped on and stayed on. Thank you for those who watched this on the replay. Hopefully today's content was valuable to you. And as well, my friends, hopefully it was encouraging to you. Again, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jay. And again, my goal is to help you create and sell your own digital products online. Hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful time and see you next time. Bye-bye.